Hello, everyone. I'm here with Jaclyn Slade. Jaclyn's a client of mine who's had some anxiety around her health and difficulty going to doctor's appointments, right, Jaclyn? Or
Yep,
going to the hospital
in
or anything.
hospitals.
So why don't you describe what your results have been like since you and I started working together?
Well, since I started working with you, I can walk into a hospital without panic attacks. Um, I've actually, in the past, before I started working with you, I was actually inside a hospital one time and they told me to leave because my heart rate was going 200 and they told me to leave because I wasn't going to be able to attend a meeting that I was supposed to attend. And they said that I had to leave the program because of it, because my anxiety was way too high to attend the program.
Hmm.
So now I can walk into doctor's office, I can go to the pharmacy, I can go up to the hospital, into emergency, I can talk to specialists about stressful situations and about my medical issues and get bad news and keep my calm
Mhm.
and just be able to breathe and do it all by myself and not have someone there holding me down saying, no, you have to stop and listen.
If you had to narrow this down to like one, maybe two things that you've learned from working with me that's given you this level of calm, that's enabled you to be able to go into a hospital or into a doctor's appointment without that panicked feeling or full-blown panic attacks, because that's what used to happen. What do you think that is? Is that something you could put into words?
I think it was erasing the pre experiences, doing
Yeah.
that timeline in, getting rid of all that garbage that was in my brain, that filing cabinet that you talk about, getting
Yes.
rid of it so I can't open it because I can't. If I'm facing a situation, I can't go back into that filing cabinet. Trust me, I've tried and I can't open it. I can see it. It's locked. I can't open
So
it.
So what's happening is if somebody gets really angry, really upset, it's not because of the event that's occurring that's creating that anger, it's their unresolved anger in their filing cabinet. So in order to get emotional regulation and emotional control, what we need to do is go into our past and resolve what's there, that's creating the challenges. And once we get that resolution, then maintaining emotional control and going into a hospital or doctor's office and remaining calm is really not a challenge, as Jaclyn, you've learned. Yeah. What would you say to anybody else who's out there who's suffering in this way, whether it's anxiety about going to a hospital or a doctor's appointment or any type of anxiety? Because you had generalized anxiety as well. It wasn't specific to being in a hospital or a doctor's office. What advice would you give to those people?
There's help. There's ways of dealing with it, and hypnosis is probably the best way to deal with it, in my opinion, because I've tried everything beforehand, and I've tried therapies, I tried everything, and this is the quickest and the most effective way of treating this is through hypnosis.
All right, I think we'll end it there. Thank you very much, Jaclyn, for recording this video. This is what people need to hear. They don't need to always hear it from me. They need to hear it from real people who are getting help and who have their life back. And so I'm grateful that you were willing to do this video. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.